Well, hello there everyone. So I may have mentioned in the video description some time ago that there was this game I've been playing that was, well, okay, well, long story short, I find it fascinating, just somehow, I don't really understand why. But I did want to go on a longer, well, rant, if you will, on it, or just a longer exposition. I suppose that's a more accurate way to put it. That game is, a girl who chants love at the bounds of this world. Published by Spike Chunsoft. It is apparently a remaster of a Sega Saturn port of a visual novel originally released for the NEC 98, and that is an abbreviation for NEC, I believe that is Nippon Electronic Consortium. Yeah, just some electronics company like Sony, Ericsson, all those things. I actually had a script of sorts prepared for this, but I did not save it, and as I was getting ready to capture this, the computer crashed, and all that stuff was lost. So, bear with me. This is gonna be messy. In part because of the nature of the game, but also because, well, I'm actually playing the game at this time. Why am I not showing you the game? Well, Japanese visual novels, old ones that have been censored. I think you can put two and two together. My ambition for this channel is to be, well, at least mostly 15 plus. I mean, PG 13 or above, I suppose Americans would call it. Ages 15 and up makes more sense for, old farts in Sweden before we harmonized with some European board that set limits at 12 and 16, and, well, 18 for, like, this kind of thing. So what I am showing you here is the anime adaptation season page on Crunchyroll. Yes, you can actually stream it as an anime. They made an anime adaptation of it. Weighing in at 26 episodes, that amounts to about 12 or 13 hours of content. And how long have I been playing the game? About 60 hours now. Yes. This is a visual novel that is as long as Shining Force 1 and Shining Force 2 back to back combined. A visual novel. Like, yikes. And I've been following a walkthrough, actually. This is, yeah. Okay, fair enough. The text is crawling up. Well, I have it on auto progression, and it's really kind of slow to keep up with the voices. But still, there is a lot of text to read in this game. Now, I want to come back to why a walkthrough for a visual novel is a thing that exists and why it is so freaking long. But I want to get a few other things out of the way first. First of all, the music is awful, if you ask me at least. No redeeming qualities to my ear. End of story. I have nothing more to say. And the main character, Takuya Arima, I think he's a bit of an asshole. He has very few redeeming qualities as well. I mean, he might be growing throughout the course of the game, but he starts out as just this exploitative, even mildly abusive, just leech off his stepmother. And, well, I don't know, maybe Japan just was an unpleasant place in the mid 90s where this stuff sort of drew its inspiration from. Like, keep in mind, the original game was developed in the mid to late 90s. So this is a remake of a port, like I said, of that original 90s game. Oh yeah, and they made an anime of the modern remaster, remake, something. Now, I believe I mentioned it was censored. But, like, just think about what content there is in the game as is. I mean, we're looking at suicides, what might actually be considered rape by some standards, although I think sexual coercion is a more appropriate, well, a more accurate description of what happens at those times. Yes, that happens more than once. And although we, don't see thrust by thrust, so to speak, it is very clearly suggested in the text that the main character has sex with not only a few of his classmates or even faculty members at the school he's going to. Yes, that's apparently a thing that is not altogether illegal in Japan. And then at some point he ends up having sex with his stepmother, which is actually the first nice thing that happens to said stepmother in the game, as played by the walkthrough that starts with her path. Like, what the fuck, Japan? Seriously. Sincerely. Yeah. If they kept all of that stuff in, and mind you, what I have seen throughout the game so far is really pushing the the boundaries of what is actually legal in my country. So I'm a little bit concerned about my neighbors who can see pretty well in through my through the windows at my TV as I play the game. Please don't file charges for that thing that will get you in trouble with the YouTube machine if you mention on your videos. I mean, people complain about this game being censored. What more do you need? Honestly. But I have to say, a visual novel is always, although, okay, maybe, okay, I should not make it sound like I'm some kind of authority on the subject. I haven't played that many visual novels, and I know nothing about the development of them, or the aspects or considerations they take during the development of said genre. So I'm just going off my experiences here, and that is a visual novel. If the writing is not on point, why would I even play it? And here's this mostly adult visual novel that I've been playing for 60 hours now, and I still have not seen the ending. Well, okay, maybe that is a bit complicated when it comes to this game. See, one of the things the writing does, they have this sci-fi concept that they introduced at some point. Wait, what am I doing? Yeah, I'm actually, like I said, I'm playing the game at the same time I'm recording this, well, whatever you want to call it, expose, something. So it's it is a little bit distracting. Let's see, I want to do this next. Okay, maybe if I just pull this up. No, I can't pull that up at the moment. The story is a very interesting structure. Ah, there we go. Now I can pull up the map, and I see before me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 separate timelines with their own branching paths. Some paths branch off into some of these timelines, some branch in and out, I think. Oh wait, no? Oh yeah, well, see there that, no. Oh, yeah, one path branches into the other timeline at 2 points, and then merges with another branch. They can branch out into the same timeline at 2 more points, and then there seems to be another one preceding all this, and most of these timelines have at least 2 endings to them, and some of those endings have variations depending on well, some decisions. Does it sound messy? Yeah, you just wait until you see the timeline graphic in front of you. Oh, hey, there's one that actually has 3 endings. Yeah. So yeah, this game also has a New Game Plus, by the way, and it did this in the 90s. I don't think that was a big thing at the time. Maybe it was even the first game that ever did have a New Game Plus mode. That is certainly the oldest game I have heard of that has this feature. Wait, let me just lock that other window there. Now, this game has been compared to Steins Gate by some people. I've never seen Steins Gate myself, so I really couldn't say. I hear people like Steins Gate though. I guess if they like the nature of Steins Gate, some people have suggested that Steins Gate may have drawn inspiration from this game. So yeah, no Steins Gate, maybe, according to some people, I don't know. But I'm just honestly fascinated by the novelty that this re-release or remaster is a thing that exists. I mean, an obscure Japanese visual novel for the Sega Saturn that did not sell a whole lot outside of Japan. I mean, I'm down for it. That makes it all the more likely that we would get a re-release of Shining Force 3, so hey. But yeah, the decision to just commit to this project, well, and then make an anime adaptation of it just boggles my mind every way. Let's see what else. Yeah, no, I think I've said about everything I can say about the story without running in circles. Oh, yeah, there's that aspect actually. The story treats timelines sort of loosely. I did say there was a sci-fi concept, and that is the idea that history is static, but time and by extension timelines are not. So there are mechanics that let you go, like jump back and forth between these timelines, not at the same point in time, but also you can jump back and forwards in time, and that activity in itself appears to be a core element of the storytelling. And some of the events you would see early in the game will actually change in response to what text boxes you have seen, or what spots you have visited, and whatever you have in your inventory that you could only have acquired at a much later point in the game. Like when you then meet the text box at a very early stage in the game, it is really confusing. And that is probably one of the reasons that this game is hopefully the longest visual novel ever made. Like I said, those endings that I mentioned, those are endings that I have seen. And they are technically endings in the sense that the timeline that those and the timeline branches that those endings occur at will not continue. That is the end of the line. But the game has not ended. Are you still with me? Because I'm not. Now, a word about the gameplay though. The way you progress through this visual novel looks a lot like a essentially dialogue puzzle from an adventure game. I mean, you are presented with a lot of hotspots, so it's more like a I don't know, pixel hunt, hidden object style of I don't know, gameplay. But depending on what you do, you can go to different places at different times, and then you can see different events at different times, and you may not have to double back and do the whole thing over. And yeah, it's complicated. This is a very, very complicated structure, and I can't really say that I know what's going on even 60 hours in. I mean, I can tell we have this main character and he's trying to find out what happened to his father, but then he keeps meeting new antagonists that either, well, want to or try to, with some degree of success, to either kill him or trap him. And some just seem to be average sleazebags. like the one who rapes his stepmother, seemingly regularly at the workplace too. So, yay, toxic workplace culture. That is apparently a thing in this game, at least. I sincerely do hope it's not a thing in the real world. Like, yikes. Yeah. Okay. I think I'll. I think I'll just come to some sort of conclusion here. Oh wait, I'm not seeing a timer readout on how long I've been recording this. Oh, well, look at that. There we go. 20 minutes, going on 21 minutes. I'm using OBS instead of Elgato Game Capture for, obvious reasons. I'm not capturing gameplay footage, like I said. So, yeah. Japan's sexual morals, they are really not my own. I think that is the nicest way to put it. So I'm pushing 40, and a lot of stuff in this game does make me a little bit uncomfortable. I wouldn't say I'm full out disturbed, but it's just why Japan? Why would you? Why just why? I mean, there's a point in the game where someone has a, shall we say, wardrobe malfunction over a fence at night, and oh, let's see, wait, where the hell am I? Oh, there we go. And main character comes here, well, just walks in and say, what is this thing that is so very strange to me? And we cannot progress the game unless we poke and lick someone's butt cheeks and underwear. This turns out to be a lady associate that we knew from before in the game, but the main character could not identify this this specimen of nether regions. Seriously, game? Yes, the game actually did that, and I'm not impressed. Well, so yeah, like I said, this game has an anime adaptation, and to fit everything into one 26 episode season, they will have had to cut a number of stuff. If all this sounds like it's really not if all the, well, adult, in air quotes, content sounds like really not your kind of thing, but you're still kind of interested in the story for its complexity, go ahead and watch the anime on Crunchyroll. If you can stomach the Japanese weird, I think you are prepared to, well, enjoy the game for all its quirks. And yeah, I really don't think I have anything more to say. I am still fascinated by the game, though. I will play it to the end. I will try to get it to 100%. Fun fact, before I started playing this session that I have just pushed past 60 hours of playtime, my timer at the save, well, yeah, there's a percentage rate for completion. When I started this, I was at 88%. Well, yeah. I did say I did not really understand. Okay, I can maybe expand a little on the story here. So we have this main character who has lost his father for reasons, and is trying to find out sort of what happened to him because of story reasons. He gets a thing in the mail that he shouldn't have gotten at this time, unless the father were alive, which it is implied that he really isn't. And then everything just gets a little weird, and he goes back and forth in time, and then he just picks up items here and there, and just goes back and forth in time, passes through different timelines, and finds out more information. And apparently the company where this stepmother works is involved in what happened to the father, and there's stuff going on at some island out by the shoreline. There's a device under that mountain that, I don't know, flashes something, and I don't really know what happened then. Yeah, I don't know what all the other character interactions are supposed to be about, but finding out about the father appears to be the main thing. And with that, I think I'll end the video. So yeah, you know, a girl who chants love at the bounds of this world. Yeah, that is a title and a half. Thank you to publisher Spike Chunsoft for having the balls, frankly, to go ahead and grant us this. I will pay attention if they remaster other Saturn visual novels. Not sure I will just jump out and buy them first thing, but hey, if it has touched the Sega Saturn at some point, except if it's Tomb Raider, I'm interested. The regular programming will now continue.